So I want to do these football related videos a bit more often. The last one obviously was on the Rangers Celtic derby, Old Firm derby. That got obviously a very decent response. I mean, for obviously someone with no connections, 141 views is not too bad, not too bad. This is basically just a roundup of the European football for this week. Now, I should note that, and I don't want any Arsenal or Chelsea fans to feel like they're being excluded from this, that I'm doing this video before those games kicked off. It's just kind of a motivation for them thinking, right, well, a lot's happened. I want to kind of maybe do a video on that. I mean, possibly might maybe come back to do a video certainly on the Arsenal and the Chelsea game I didn't see, so I mean I can't really kind of say too much about that. I mean I'll touch obviously on the first legs of them first of all. Obviously Arsenal, were excellent in the first leg there against Napoli. If my mind serves correctly, I think they might have won either 2-0 or 3-0 in the end, but I remember Aaron Ramsey was absolutely sensational in the game, that's for sure. And Marcus Alonso got the away goal for Chelsea against Slavia Prague. So certainly looking very good for Chelsea. It was certainly a favourable tie, so I would expect them to finish the job there tonight at Stamford Bridge. With Arsenal, as good as they are at home is how bad they are away from home. Away from home, they have just been absolutely horrendous. So, and of course, going away to Napoli has never been an easy place. I mean, better teams have obviously gone there and lost, so it's going to be a very tough night for Arsenal. If they get the away goal, I think that they probably will be clean and cut and dry as far as that one goes. But we'll see what happens. So I would probably say that they'll probably still scrape through. I mean, if they get the away goal, especially if it was 3-0 from the first set. Sorry, I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. I believe it was 3. Then Napoli, if Arsenal score 1, then Napoli have to score 5. And I don't really see that happening. So we'll wait and see on that. But first of all, we go to the second leg of Barcelona against Manchester United. Now, Barcelona got the all-important away goal in the first leg, came from an own goal. The second leg, Man United came out the traps pretty quickly. First 5-10 minutes, they looked really, really good. And then just a moment of magic from Messi. Cuts inside, Meggs, Smalling, and then typical Messi finish, sitting at the bottom left-hand corner. Tremendous goal by Messi, and that was 1-0. A second goal would quickly follow. Shot towards goal. De Gea should save it. I mean, it's certainly not got the most power in it. De Gea is not known for his mistakes, although he's certainly not infallible over the last couple of seasons. That's been proven, that's for sure. And it was 2-0 to Barcelona, and really there was no way back for Manchester United from then. They never really looked like they were going to try and kind of pull the tie around. I mean, they were going to need an absolutely monumental effort at that point. A third goal would follow later on with a tremendous strike from Coutinho, not too dissimilar from the strike that Salah scored against Chelsea there at the weekend, and Liverpool's 2-0 victory there. Although I'd probably say Salah's probably edged it. Fantastic strike in the top corner, no chance for De Gea. Messi was just magical. I mean, what an honour it is to see a player of his stature play. I mean, it really is. Barcelona, men against boys, schooled Manchester United and put them out. And with all the kind of talk about Solskjaer, obviously he's obviously earned the job on merit. I can't say that he hasn't. It just shows they've got a long, long way to go with how far out of their depth they were against Barcelona. I mean, that's obviously my opinion. I mean, people might feel differently about it. Then we go to Ajax and Juventus. Now, obviously, the first leg ended 1-1 at the Amsterdam Arena. Not probably the ideal result for Ajax, but obviously Juventus scored first. I think Cristiano Ronaldo scored in that one, and Ajax would later equalise. And from what I was told, Ajax certainly dominated that first leg. So, of course, I was watching the Barcelona-Manchester United game. But on Tuesday I watched both games live at the same time. Had the Ajax game on my phone. I had the Barcelona Manchester United game on the television, and obviously Juventus took the lead for Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Van de Beek would score an equaliser, shot towards goal, kind of hits a few bodies, ball falls to Van de Beek, and he makes no mistake. Bottom right hand corner, no chance for Szczesny. Second half, Ajax were absolutely incredible. I mean, you talk total football, and the team that brought us total football, outstanding play from them. They were so good, Ajax. First time passes, brilliant football. I mean, sometimes they overplayed it. Sometimes you thought they could maybe just taken the shot on and scored the goal. But I mean, it was a lot of almost kind of try to score the kind of perfect goal. But the football was tremendous. I mean, they beat Juventus 2-1 in the end. There was a corner, De Ligt with a powerful header past Chesney, who made a couple of really good saves in the game as well. I mean, he's really kicked on since he left Arsenal. Certainly looks a more than capable replacement for Buffon, and you're talking about really huge shoes to fill. I mean, I've said before, Buffon, in my opinion, was the greatest keeper that's ever played. People might not agree with that, but that's my opinion. But Ajax were so good. They were so good. They could have put 4 or 5 past Juventus. They were actually probably better in that tie than they were against Real Madrid. And they were sensational that night as well. They did get the ball in the net for a third time, but unfortunately was ruled out for offside. But they were absolutely tremendous. And for people to say that they don't think that Ajax can win it, they've knocked out Real Madrid, who have won the last 4 on the bounce. They've knocked out Juventus, who have been finalists 2 or 3 times the last 5 years, although they've not obviously won the big one. And obviously Cristiano Ronaldo's there, who's certainly in the Champions League has, well, his reputation precedes him. There's no question about that. And people still don't look at Ajax and think that they're going to be easy pickings for Tottenham, or if they get past Tottenham, be easy pickings for Barcelona or Liverpool. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. They knock out 2 teams like that, they've surely got to be seen as real kind of dark horses now for the tournament. In my opinion, playing football like that, you would expect. I think that they probably. I could see them knocking out Tottenham, to be honest. I mean, Tottenham obviously are obviously a very good side on their day, but I think if Ajax play the way they did against Juventus and Real Madrid, I think that they'll end up just edging that. And I think if they play well enough, and if Ajax and if Barcelona or Liverpool is not on their game, I think that Ajax could knock out. They could beat either one of them. And the spirit of '95, the last time Ajax were really up there, and this is their one and only shot at immortality. They're obviously going to lose a few players. They're losing. They might be obviously losing De Ligt. They're obviously losing. His name escapes me. The lad that's obviously going to Barcelona, tremendous player. If I remember, I'll come back to that. But I mean, obviously he's going to Barcelona. He's a terrific player. I remember seeing him in the second leg against Real Madrid. He was excellent, absolutely brilliant. If they won the tournament, it would be tremendous. And they've been absolutely fantastic. We then move on to the Liverpool game. Pretty routine for them. They won the first leg 2-0 at Anfield, so they were always going to be looking pretty good for the second leg against Porto. They won the second leg 4-1. Goals from Salah, Mane and Firmino, and Van Dijk would score a 4th late on. Militao scored a late goal for Porto to pull one back, but pretty straightforward for Liverpool in the end. And they've obviously got a powder keg of a tie between them and Barcelona, and really couldn't pick a winner in that one. The key would be them obviously stopping Messi. I mean, that goes without saying. The one thing about Liverpool there at the weekend when they were playing against Chelsea, although obviously they raced into that 2-0 lead, they could not keep a handle on Hazard, and if they can't keep a handle on Messi, then it could be curtains for them. But I'm certainly very much looking forward to that. And now obviously the game that everyone would obviously be wanting me to talk about is the Manchester City and Tottenham game. Now, I am, some people may or may not know, I'm a City fan. In my opinion, the tie was lost in the first leg because we didn't get the away goal at Tottenham's new stadium, which I think is still going to be called White Hart Lane. Son Heung-min got the only goal in that game, and a good result for Tottenham. Second leg last night, though, what a game. Manchester City took the lead within 4 minutes with Raheem Sterling. Tremendous finish. Played in by De Bruyne, lovely pass. Cuts inside Trippier, ball in the top corner. Brilliant goal by Sterling. That was 1-0. Then Son would score an equaliser for Tottenham. And then he would score again within 2 minutes and make it 2-1. And that was really making it look difficult for Manchester City. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, the second goal was the one that went in deflected off of Ederson, I believe. I could have that wrong. But anyway, Tottenham went 2-1 up. And then it was 2-2. Bernardo Silva with a goal deflected in off Hugo Lloris. Probably could have done better with it. And what a crazy start to the game. Then Sterling would score again, and that would make it 3-2. Manchester City would still need a 4th at this stage, though, because of the away goals rule. But I mean, that was 4 goals in 11 minutes, which is insane. Sterling would score the third goal. Then Manchester City would score again with Aguero. Aguero played in by De Bruyne, who was absolutely outstanding last night, ran the show. I mean, we're a different team when De Bruyne plays. Just world class. Unbelievable on the ball. Played the ball into Aguero, smashed the ball past Lloris, no chance for him. And then Tottenham would get the third goal and the third decisive goal, which would eliminate Manchester City on away goals. Corner into the box. And Llorente, who put in a decent shift when he came on for the injured Sissoko. Ball goes in off his hip. Now, obviously, we're looking at it for handball. Didn't hit his hand. Clear, clean goal. No problem with that from my point of view. And Tottenham went through and away goals. Now, Manchester City thought obviously won it there at the end. Sterling put the ball in the net for a third time, only for Aguero to be rightfully ruled offside. No complaints can have about that. As I said, the tie was lost in the first leg for me. If you play away from home, you don't score, and then you concede when you're playing at home, you really are asking for trouble. But fair play to Tottenham. I mean, what a game it was. I'm probably not doing a good enough job of describing it. I mean, that first 11 minutes was insane, and it actually set a Champions League record of the 4 quickest goals in a Champions League tie. Just insane. Just an unbelievable game of football. Say De Bruyne was excellent. Son was excellent for Tottenham. And obviously they move on to play against Ajax, which should promise to be a very good tie. So as I say, I'm very much looking forward to it. And obviously we'll see what happens with the second leg in Napoli against Arsenal. Well, that's it for this video.